Afternoon all, hope you're well. As you can see by today, I am smoking Seattle Pipe Club Plum Pudding Bourbon Barrel Aged. I've purchased the original Plum Pudding maybe about 3 weeks ago, and it's quickly become one of my favourite blends. I think the original was fantastic. It's got a little bit of sourness to it. I know that this component's Lathe, Turkish Red Isles, Virginia's, Cavendish and Perique in this one, but I'm led to believe that the core tobaccos are pretty much the exact same as Plum Pudding. The only real difference is that it's been aged for 30 days in a bourbon barrel. But so far, tastes nice. Not too sure which I prefer. I think I still do prefer the standard Plum Pudding. But I've only been smoking this for about the last 15 minutes, so can't tell just yet. I'll just need to have a few more bowls until I decide which I prefer. But just now I prefer the original Plum Pudding. You can definitely taste the bourbon through it. There's some blends I've tried, again, like I've said before, I'm not a massive fan of aromatics. This I would call a crossover blend, to where, because it's been aged in bourbon barrel and give me a second, get the jar up already. It comes with a bourbon barrel's stave in it. You see there? Bourbon barrel stave. And the cut is the exact same as standard Plum Pudding, just your standard crumble cake cut, which then when I like. It's nice. Yeah, so far, a pleasant tobacco. Like I say, the class is a crossover blend, purely because it's, you say flavoured? I suppose you would say it's flavoured bourbon, because it's aged in bourbon barrels, so I suppose it will soak up some of that residue in the barrel. It's kind of similar with Watch Like Stardust. That's classed as a kind of crossover blend and aromatic because of the heavy amounts of Cavendish in it. Also just because of the flavourings in it. I can't remember what the flavourings are in Stardust. But I know that is classed as a Latakia Balkan English / aromatic blend. As you can see, workspace is an absolute mess. I still have about 1,000 bits of sandpaper scripts everywhere. Currently working on an order of ashtrays. Almost got them completed. I'll show them once they are completed. Well, 2 are. It's meant to be an order of 5. Looks like it may unfortunately only be 4, because one of the blocks have massive flaws in it, to where I don't know if I'll be able to fill them. And the flaws that are filled doesn't make a difference, because once they're stained you can't see them. It's only, it would only be, well, it isn't even aesthetic, because like I say, you can't see it, and it isn't like a pipe, so you don't fill it with tobacco and won't affect the smoke. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just about kind of my reputation. I don't want to kind of send out an ashtray which has been massively filled and has massive amounts of imperfections. So it might just have to be the 4, which would be a shame, but I'm not going to send out a product which is inferior to the others. So work on that. Lathe, Lathe's up and running. Chuck came, what day is it? Wednesday today. Chuck came last Thursday, I think. Great chuck. Fits perfectly onto the lathe. I know there's a few chucks that came in different variations of threads, and some you required an adapter, but I wanted a chuck that just mounted straight on to the spindle, and it does. So that's great. Just now I'm using it also for sanding. I've got a drill chuck for the lathe on the way. It was meant to be part of this original order. I won't necessarily say the company, but I've not had a great experience with them at all. The chuck was meant to come with a set of 25mm jaws, and they haven't came with them. I've emailed them, they got back to me pretty much saying that that wasn't part of... Don't even say that, they pretty much just avoid the question. And they said that this chuck comes with blah blah, which was another chuck compared to the Nova G3 that I've got. But if you go onto the website, it clearly states that it comes with 25mm jaws. And I last heard from them on Monday. I haven't heard anything since, so if they don't reply today, I'll have to go back to them. But with this same business, I ordered a blank of ash, which I ordered circular, like a run stock, they sent square. I ordered the drill chuck from them, and when I ordered it was in stock, and then when they tried to dispatch it to me, it was out of stock, of which they waited I think 4 or 5 days to actually contact me to tell me that I was out of stock. So I just cancelled that because I wasn't going to wait. I think I had to wait another like 4 or 5 weeks for the drill chuck, so I removed that from the order and I sent it out. But still not really impressed that after all the hassle with that, they've not sent the 25mm jaws. So currently I can't turn any bowls. For that reason. And if anyone knows the price of lathes, they're not cheap, so the expense so far is getting pretty high. And I've just ordered, I don't know if I've talked about it since, I can't remember my last video, but I've ordered my Braga jaws from Rawcrafted, so they should hopefully be here maybe the end of next week. Because it's come from the States, shipping normally takes kind of 11 plus 12 days plus. So I've got them coming, and then by then my drill chuck should be here the next few days. It's just about getting chamber drill bits. I found the website, I think. Unfortunately, the website is on holiday just now until the 17th of July, which means that any order placed now won't be able to be shipped till the 19th, I think. Again, a bit annoying, but I can't help that. So it looks like everything's going to be pushed back a bit regarding pipes whenever I come to make my first pipe. But like I say, so these jaws, which were meant to come from the chucks, kind of annoyed me a bit because I can't turn any bowls or turn anything like that just now. Well, those jaws, and the jaws by themselves, talking about another £30, which in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot of money, but when you take into account all the money I've already spent on the lathe, the chuck, the turning tools, different bits of wood, different accessories, and now the briar jaws, anything extra adds up. So I'd be inclined to hope that you send out the jaws, otherwise I'm going to hopefully get a refund partly. Because at the end of the day, I would have went for a less expensive chuck. I would have paid £20 less for the chuck by itself, instead of getting the one with the jaws. I think the jaws retail price about £35, whereas with the set I got, you're pretty much getting the jaws for I think £20, so you're saving £15, which for a set of jaws is a lot of money, because if the jaws only cost 35, if you're saving 15 of that, you can almost buy another set of jaws, maybe pen jaws or whatever. So it was a good saving, but I don't have them. So hopefully get that resolved. I may be sounding a bit negative, but it's just one of those things that's annoying. You purchase, again, that order. I mean, the chuck was what, £125, £130. Don't know what that is in dollars, probably over 200. So it's not a small amount of money, and that was only part of the order. You had a turning blocks in the wood, centre finder, dust. Like, well, those centre finders, fair enough, they're cheap, but other little bits of accessories. So I think the order itself came in to well over £180. So you'd think for that the customer service would be a bit better, and they would actually fulfil the order, but they haven't so far. So I'll have to see them. But at least I got this very nice tobacco today, so that's made it positive. But like I say, yeah, not too sure which I prefer just now. At the end of the day, they're the same base tobacco, just one's been aged in bourbon barrel. The bourbon does come through in the blend, which is nice. Some blends like that, you don't really get the bourbon or the say whiskey coming through. That's when you do. Yeah, it's nice. Don't know. Yeah, don't know which one I'll go for, because I bought both. Love the plum pudding. This is nice. I need to decide which one I want to go for. Yes, if I do enjoy this, I will buy some more tints, but I'm really trying to focus on my cellar just now. It's a big priority for me. I've kind of worked out what I'll need for the rest of my life, or if for example times got tough and tobacco was either extremely expensive to where it was practically unaffordable, or it was so hard to get your hands on. If I went down to one bowl a week, how many tins would I need to last me till I'm 80, 90, whatever, assuming I make it to that age. But you never know. So, but yeah, really trying to focus on cellars now, getting that built up. I'm getting there. In the short amount of time I've been pipe smoking, relatively short, I mean, coming up for a year now, a year next month, when I first started to smoke a pipe. My cellar's come along quite well, but obviously massive way to go until it's up to a point to where if the tobacco market fell through the floor overnight and it was banned around the world, obviously it would never happen overnight, but if that was the case, if it was the tobacco's doomsday, which we all hope never occurs, but may one day, I would know that I have enough tobacco to see me through. So yeah, leaning towards the original plum pudding for that, but so far this is nice, and I will probably buy some more tins of it. Hope you enjoyed that kind of probably a negative chat today, but at least I've got this new tobacco, which is nice. Bit of an update on the lathe and pipes. Again, with that time scale of kind of what I said with the jaws and then the tobacco chamber drill bits, probably will be looking to make my first pipe towards the end of the month, all being well and things arriving on time. Yeah, exciting. Something I'm really looking forward to. So, hope you're all well, and I will catch you in the next one.